Pro Football Weekly is breaking down the draft for all 32 teams, giving them a grade. Right now, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. Eric, in terms of the need they had going into the draft, when you looked at it, how do you think they did in terms of filling those?
I think pretty well. The one position I would have liked to see them address is running back. You know, LaShawn McCoy obviously had a tremendous season, but after him, it gets a little dicey. I don't think Dion Lewis, as small as he is, can be that physical back that they looked for in Ronnie Brown. He didn't fill the need. So I really expected them to take a running back somewhere in the middle rounds. Didn't go until round 7. They took Bryce Brown, a kid with only a handful of carries at 2 different colleges. So that to me was a little bit surprising, although you can find those guys in free agency.
And maybe they hit a home run with a guy that's obviously very talented, but got him late in the draft. What was your favorite pick in this draft for the Eagles?
You know, Fletcher Cox is the first rounder, is outstanding, but for me it's Mychal Kendricks. You know, he's a little bit on the short side, under 6 foot, but this kid is an athletic freak. He's a rolling ball and knives. He's going to make a ton of big hits. He's going to step in right away as a strong side linebacker. If he doesn't work there, they've got the flexibility to move him to weak side and test him out there. They've got a few linebackers who I think can fill in there. So huge need last year. I think he's really going to help and thrive in this scheme.
Just one of many guys they added to that defense. It seemed like they could have an impact right away. Which of the picks was your least favorite?
You know, far be it from me to question Andy Reid and his quarterback choices, because he usually drafts these guys and turns around and flips them for second-round picks and something like that. But for me, Nick Foles is a little bit odd. You know, kind of lumberish feet, and I don't know if he quite fits into the scheme. It's really not a Michael Vick scheme, but you've got to have better feet in the pocket. I think his arm strength is okay, and he was very productive in college. But I don't know if Nick Foles is going to be the next in line of those great backups they developed.
I think we were surprised. I don't think it was a surprise they took a quarterback. They thought that might be the case. We had heard rumblings early on that they really liked Robert Griffin or Ryan Tannehill, but Nick Foles seemed like a strange pick for there. But when you take it all into account, what's the grade you're giving the Eagles?
I'm giving them A-. Just the front 7 depth they got with Fletcher Cox. I think he's going to be outstanding in time. They've got 2 starters ahead of him. He can work in a rotation. Vinny Curry, the second round, luxury pick, you know, great. And one great late pick I thought was Marvin McNutt. He might be Jason Avant's replacement down the line. Big kid who probably should have gone a couple rounds earlier than that.
Yeah, it seemed like as they kept going on, they just kept making picks. You kind of went, oh, wow, that's another good one.
Not
Even
bad.
the Bryce Brown pick in the 7th round, it kind of raised some eyebrows. You thought, hey, why not? Throw a flyer on the guy.
It's a risk for greatness, and if the kid can get his head straight, I mean, he could be really something interesting.
Yeah, pretty good draft all the way around for the Eagles. Eric gives it an A-. You can check out the grades we had for all 32 teams by going to ProFootballWeekly.com.